Let's talk about this Lone album, bro. I wasn't expecting 35K for first week. God damn, bro, went stupid. 35K. I was expecting like 25K max. That was the last estimate that I gave y'all, but no, he came in 10K higher. Now, with the expected first week sales, we always know this, like it always goes down, or like the projections, right? Because the first week sales are kind of, I'm not gonna say biased, but like they always tail off by the end of the week based on the projections. Like people just aren't streaming as much. You would think that whoever is calculating this, Billboard, would come out and say like, or they'd factor in that streams tail off at the end of the week so that it actually comes in the like around the same number, and it does, but it usually falls like, let's say 5K, but still 35K is a W, bro. 35K for Destroy Lonely. That's basically like bro went mainstream. He's beating out mainstream artists. If DaBaby among other artists with way more promo, and I know Destroy Lonely did get a lot of promo. I know this because he had the billboards, he had Rap posting them. He got the did he get Rap Caviar? I know they posted him on their Instagram, but it would be insane if he did get the Rap Caviar, and that would make sense because he was getting like what, 18 million, or no, was that Yeet, like 9 million or something for streams on the first day just on Spotify. So let's check some. Destroy Lonely. Okay, so How You Feel, which was the first track on the album, was on Rap Caviar. Let's see how far down it was. It was number 45 out of 50. So they didn't give him too high, but still a lot of people are listening to Rap Caviar, so that would account for all this, or a lot of the streams. So he killed it. 35K, man. He's walking, I'm not even gonna say he's walking in the same footsteps as Yeet, because he's not. Like, he's doing it low key, nonchalantly. Yeet did that as well, but Yeet has, I was gonna say like stronger branding, but I don't even know if that's true, because Lone fans just be putting on for him on TikTok like he's got some sort of he does have a very similar like vamp swag to Destroy Lonely. As cringe as that sounds, people are listening to him and then dressing in the all black and whatever. I feel like he's taking more of that persona of Cardi, as well as being super mystical, if you will, like not really talking on the media at all. He even said in the interview that he's not like, he doesn't want to rap in 10 years, very similar to Cardi. And then also just doesn't drop very often, doesn't talk on social media very often. So even with that being said, it's just crazy. He got the Metro Boomin cosign. So just strictly music, bro is absolutely killing it. Where I think Yeet is similar, but there's more of that, let's say like meme type hype behind him, like with the Tonka and whatever. And I'm not discounting that at all, because that's honestly a good thing that Yeet has that. But just straight music, Destroy Lonely had a lot of hype for this album, and I think it actually does make sense that we were kind of calling it his version of 2 Alive. Now, it was technically his second studio album, whereas No Stylist was his first. Now, some people are going to come out of everywhere being like the crevices of their homeless tents in LA and be like, yo, dude, that was a mixtape. I don't know, bro. Mixtapes and albums are the same shit. No Stylist had like 22 tracks on it. If it got over 15 songs, bro, it ain't a mixtape. I'm sorry. The only thing that differentiates it is how much promo the labels are putting into it. But your boy came back with 4 fish, looked at Twitter one time. I don't know what was better news, if I was eating that night or if Destroy Lonely was eating this week. So shout out to him. Now, something along this conversation that I want to talk about, and we already discussed this, where Ian Connor is essentially co-signing or like backing up Destroy Lonely, saying that he's better than Cardi in his rookie year. Now, I don't know about all that. I'm gonna be real. I understand. Well, I don't even know if you can consider this Destroy Lonely's rookie year, because No Stylist, again, was his first studio project with Opium, so he got the cosign. Now, technically, Cardi did get a cosign as well with ASAP, right? He signed to AUG. He still is, I believe. But so this is kind of his sophomore album, if you were to ask me. So I don't know if it even applies anymore. I'm trying to find the tweet for y'all first, just so we can dissect this debate. But I don't think he's anywhere close, bro. I know Destroy Lonely does have some influence in the underground and like the fashion and whatever and TikTok. But like, again, we discussed this with Yeat as well. Cardi had Magnolia, and it was like Hot 100 Billboard. I understand that Destroy Lonely's hitting top 10 as well. But come on, man. Like, he's not getting any singles on Billboard on Hot 100. If he does, it's going to be that How You Feel track that was on Rap Caviar. I think he has the best chance with that. But it's nowhere close to the same influence as Cardi, man. And plus, Cardi's his father. Like, yes, artists who are signed to another rapper can surpass that other rapper. But I don't know, man. It don't make sense. Do y'all understand now? Destroy Lonely better than Cardi in his rookie year? No. I love both of them. Okay, this is no disrespect. I don't even think Lone would say that he's better because I don't know. Again, it's his sophomore album and he's selling 35K. No disrespect, but Cardi sold that or something similar. What did Cardi self-titled first week? And that was a straight up mixtape. 28K, 21K were from streaming. People actually bought pure albums back in those days, though. This was in 2017. iTunes was still a thing. I think they discontinued that entire site, but nowhere close. Sorry. I don't know what Ian Connor's smoking. I get that he wants to back up his boy, but Magnolia was literally everywhere. It was on radio station. It was trending on SoundCloud, and it was relatively organic. Like, I know Lone got that too, and I know Cardi was signed to ASAP at the time, but that song just blew up because it was an absolute banger. Like, Cardi was already a household name everywhere, even to people who maybe didn't necessarily know his name, but like they knew that song, especially with like the Ayo Pierre producer tag at the beginning. That's where Pierre kind of blew up as well with his name, since his producer tag was at the beginning of the song. But I don't know, like, my girl's not listening to Destroy Lonely. It just doesn't make sense. Energy when DC the Don is above Lonely. No. Now, I think he posted on Instagram stories saying like, I'm not getting pushed by a label or something. Let's see if he still has it. I'm not getting pushed by a label. People were saying that it was a Destroy Lonely diss. I think it was more so like a general statement. I don't know where it is. He was just saying like he's doing it all independently, which I don't know if it's independent, because I know he has management, and then he's definitely getting some push. Like, I've seen DC the Don promos before, maybe not on this project, and he definitely is more independent than, say, Lone, who's got all these cosigns and is signed to Interscope, which I don't think DC the Don is. We can actually check his Spotify right now. So again, no disrespect to DC the Don, but I'm just trying to chill the airways too. Like, I don't think it was a diss at all. He signed to Rostrum Records. Isn't that like Wiz Khalifa's label, Rostrum Records? Or Wiz Khalifa was signed to him, to that label at one point. So he is backed. He's not hitting the same numbers as Destroy Lonely. Now, again, we always discuss how Cardi is a huge backing, because he doesn't even have to say anything on social media. And of course, all his fans are going to listen to Ken Carson, Destroy Lonely, or at least a fair amount of them. So it is a bit unfair. I'll give him that. But I think Destroy Lonely just makes good music. Now, there were a lot of mixed opinions on that project, but that just shows that, one, people are listening to it. Two, that it doesn't necessarily mean that, like, sales don't necessarily equate to quality of the album, because I didn't think it was like the craziest project ever, although I did like it. Talking about Destroy Lonely's, not DC Don. I haven't listened to this yet. I will at some point. Just been very busy. But you can't deny that Destroy Lonely had hella hype behind the album. Like, every single person who's into new music checked out Destroy Lonely, and that is why he got the 35K sales. And I'm sorry, bro, but I know there's like a huge debate about Ken Carson, Destroy Lonely, but I told y'all, and I think y'all knew, so like, it wasn't me trying to predict the future or anything, but I was just saying, like, Destroy Lonely's music is much more appealing to a mainstream audience than Ken Carson's. And what happened? It literally, the proof is in the pudding. And we know that he did in fact outsell SoFaygo, Ken Carson. So Destroy Lonely is the top of the new generation, other than Yeat, but I don't even consider Yeat in that anymore because he's already on like a whole new level. But now we've got to see what Destroy Lonely does on the next project, because you can kind of equate, if No Stylist was up to me for Yeat, Destroy Lonely's If Looks Could Kill is like Two Alive for Yeat, where Yeat sold like 34K or something like that. So we'll see what Destroy Lonely actually does when the official numbers come out, not just the projections. It'll probably be like, I'm thinking like 32K, but the vinyls might come in where he had the exclusive track. So if people bought that among the mask and like other merch, it might come in higher with like pure album sales, which that would be a W too. And so the next project, we'll have to see if it sells the same as Yeat's Afterlife, which sold what, like 52K, 54. So that's a big feat, man. But with the trajectory of what Lone is doing, he's going crazy. Does my girl listen to Cardi? No, my girl listens to like country music, Morgan Wallen and like Khalid. So, but I do put her on to some new music. I make her guess. I'm like, yo, who is this? And she knows somewhat. I'm like, okay, he was a producer for Cardi. She'll be like, oh, it's to Pierre Bourne. She knows. She's somewhat tapped in. She kind of knows.